How we doing, everybody? We're back again. Fifth part of the walls of Constantinople. In this video, we won't be doing any more chilling in the back of the base. We're actually going to make some major progress, and we're going to jump right into the fray. Screw chilling back in my Dyrrachium, my Marcianopolis, my Dyrrachium 2.0. Screw that. By the way, you probably want to build a stone wall to connect to these trees, just because not that you're going to get overrun by Philippopolis, but you never know what's going to happen to your Light Cavalry. If you haven't noticed, Light Cavalry emerged from the most lowly unit in the game, the Scout Cavalry, that doesn't even deserve to exist. I don't understand why it hasn't been put down to the untouchable level in the hierarchy. So you got to be careful with these guys. They don't stand through much. And look how much deer that is. What are you doing there? You just love that? I don't know what you think about that horse. You apparently love it to death. You're freaking circling around it. You cannot eat the horse. The horse is not edible. I don't know if you realize that in this game. It has 5 HP. What are you going to do with it? So, hopefully these Light Cavalry won't get murdered by these pikemen. If they do, you're not going to be able to complete your mission, complete your goal by taking down this town center. It's not a big deal though, because you can make some petards, but ideally you don't want to do that. Just saying, because and this is not looking good. You know what you do? You run away. 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 And my gosh, freaking pikemen are doing work. They're gonna kill me, and I'm not gonna be able to take down their town center. So I just wasted a whole group of Light Cavalry, and I hope you enjoyed that. Alright, alright, you better not repair this town center. I tell you, you better not repair this town center. Alright. And I can't even make petards. I didn't frickin' realize this. Alright. Enough. Enough. More Light Cavalry will come through. You don't even know what to do. You're gonna get so many Light Cavalry breathing down your neck. So I'm gonna check out this town center. I'm gonna see how it's faring. Probably not very good. You better be still just smoldering in your ashes. Are you okay, horse? Wild horse? Are you okay? Are you sure? Are you sure? Freaking got Philippopolis villagers breathing down your neck there. I don't know what they were gonna do to you, honestly. I mean, cockfighting 2.0. Training you for some horse fighting. So let's check out this guy. He's still burning. All right, we still got it. We still got time. You still got time. That's good news. That's good news. That's good news. So we're gonna haul you up back into this castle. By building this other stable, we can increase our production of horses, obviously. And this won't really make a difference as we are not using ranged units. So don't think that I'm missing out on a technology boost. I am not. You can go with the Tarkin that you already have, so I'm going to bring this Tarkin down here. Yes. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have deleted my Halo walkthrough from YouTube. Not that I might not that saying I won't pick it up in, some other time, but for right now, I have no use for that walkthrough. I went back and watched it, and I'm trying to make my channel a little bit more professional, a little bit better, and all-around sense. I know that some of my walkthroughs are good and stuff, but some of them I'm not a fan of. Some of them I don't think I did a great job at. I wasn't totally experienced. You could say, oh, it just shows how you developed as a walkthrough. Really not too satisfied with what I did in that Halo walkthrough. I'm not satisfied with what I'm doing right now, but it's fun nonetheless to see me fail. It's fun to see me fail. But that just highlights for you how powerful their pikemen are. You can do a little bait and switch if you'd really like to, but most likely, if you're going to do a bait and switch, you're going to lose a lot of your capability for taking down that town center. Alright, so just make as many of these guys as you can, all the way up to the population limit. If you already have, we have room for 35 more. We got 8 coming, 38 more. We could lose a couple of units here and there, so it won't be a big deal. But that's frustrating me that I'm not able to get a higher population limit. I don't know if it's saying, like, I don't want to, you know, impede on the Constantinople's grounds that they have, or you don't want to make yourself known too much. But you're the Huns. You don't care about being etiquetely, you know, you don't care about etiquette. You don't care about how you handle yourself on your enemies. It's a little disappointing. That's not how they handle themselves. That's not historically accurate. I'm sorry. It's just not. And just ignore these once again. Don't even build an archery range. You can make skirmishers, and skirmishers don't cost any gold, obviously. So skirmishers aren't a terrible unit to produce for this scenario specifically. And for other scenarios, if you want to put a unit inside a castle and have it replicate an archer, as having ranged units in your castles improves their firepower, go ahead and put some skirmishers in there. It's a better option than putting archers in there, just because it consumes more gold. And obviously, as you come to realize, food and wood are the most accessible resources that you have in this game, as they're not minerals or shiny, as I like to refer to them as. Stone wouldn't say is shiny, but nonetheless. Alright, once again, there's a gold pile right here. 800, 1600, 2400, 3200, 4000, 4800. There's 4800 gold right here that you can mine away. Good luck getting through here with a good amount of villagers. They like to patrol this area. You can try to make a dock and try to get around Constantinople, but I don't believe that's not really that possible. I'm sorry to say it. You can't. It's pretty difficult to get around them. I'm gonna scout out with a couple of these. Sorry, men-at-arms and crossbowmen. I'm just gonna have to kill you. Actually, no. I'm just gonna put them over there and use them in my own assault. Another thing that's unfortunate, I think they did this for the purpose of the game, as it's still Philippopolis is still accessible without this bridge, but they don't want you having easy access to this peninsula over here, so they put this bridge down, which obviously prevents you from getting a transport ship over there, getting some villagers down, and just easily using that gold. I believe it's the only accessible gold pile. For that reason, that they do a lot of this trade cog does a lot of trading with Philippopolis, Marcianopolis, whatever allies they have. For that reason, that they do that, and they have the trade carts going along as well, because they need some production of gold. At least Philippopolis does, to support their crossbowmen and their infantry units. So get down to the home stretch here with my light cavalry production. Got 6 more ready, or able to be produced, and I'm just going to do the same thing and rush our enemies' town center down there. I'm going to check it out really quick with this light cavalry just to make sure it's still smoldering. Hopefully it is, but I believe at the second assault they probably won't be quite that ready, because I have a couple pikemen of theirs killed. One thing you can do is you can wait for another Philippopolis feeble assault over to you. That's a good idea if you're wanting to preserve your units as best as possible, but it's not like it determines a score in the end. I wish they kind of had those ranking things like they did in Red Alert 2, with the score, with your efficiency and things like that, but they don't. And good, you're staying away from the horses now, fighting off the urge. Oh, or maybe not. You're tempting them with a bow and arrow. With a bow and arrow. What are you gonna do with a bow and arrow? You don't even have an arrow. I don't even know where your arrow pouch is. What are those things called? I don't know. I don't know what they're called. But you don't even have one. What are you, pulling them out of your pockets? You pulling my black magic leg again. Pulling them out of the pockets. Throwing some arrows down at me. Don't like the sound of that. So you want to be... Where am I getting hit? Oh, I see. Alright, we'll just take these guys out with this unit, with this group of units anyways. See, because they're getting bogged down by a couple of infantrymen. It won't really matter. Or, no, I'm going to... Screw the infantrymen. You're not going to slow me down any longer. I love you, men-at-arms, but I'm sorry. You're going to have to go. It's time to get separated from the big boys, the cavalrymen. So we're just going to kill these units because these may be scouts, but it'll divert them a little bit, Philippopolis at least a little bit, and it obviously diminishes some of their units that they have start off with. You see right there, Constantinople likes to have a couple archers laying around their city. And pretty soon, once this town center gets a little bit less hit points, they're gonna have no villagers in there, and we're gonna, I believe they give you 3,000 gold once again. So just focus on this town center, worry about the villagers later. They should resign anyways, but if they don't, just go for the pikemen. And that's it. So that's all she wrote for the walls of Constantinople.
The Romans have given us the gold. Now we can truly establish a tonic empire.
Oh, that's pretty pathetic since I had a boatload of gold, a buttload of gold in the last 2 scenarios. and I'm victorious. So, like I did in the last couple scenarios, I'm going to show the cutscene afterwards. So, I'll let you guys watch
this man, I asked, to threaten the Roman emperor? Titles such as emperor meant nothing to Huns. Attila was not an appointed ruler, only the strongest among the Huns. The amenities of his office meant nothing to him. While his chieftains and council ate off of silver plates, Attila's own plate and goblet were hewn from simple wood. His Scythian guards had jewels on their sword hilts, and their cloaks were clasped with gold. But Attila showed no such affectations. He was interested only in conquest. Some said that he was trying to build a legacy to rival that of Alexander the Great. All of the barbarians wanted to possess Rome, as if it would buy them instant legitimacy as a world-spanning empire. Unlike most of the other barbarians, however, Attila was actually going to get his chance.
Alright, so you can kind of get an idea that his tide, what he's interested in is shifting. Obviously, initially we were going for the, I don't know, Western. We fought in the Western and Eastern Roman Empire, but now his focus has shifted to Rome. So that's kind of where we're going for the next 3 scenarios. Obviously, the final scenario is the fall of Rome, so that gives you the inclination that Rome's going to be the major focus in that one. But for the next couple of missions, couple scenarios, please call them scenarios, by the way. That's what they're called. I have this Conquerors guide at my house, and I read it from time to time. They always refer to it as scenarios, so we're going to do that. Hopefully reach professionalism. But just to tell you guys, if you want to watch those scenarios, go ahead. I'm not showing you them, obviously. They're not like totally necessary, like in Red Alert 2 if you watch those that walkthrough. So they're kind of supplementary. This is kind of broken up. These campaigns are kind of broken up, so it's not totally vital to watch them, but they're interesting. So we'll go for these stats for a couple minutes. We got a couple minutes left in this video, so I'll give you guys a few more minutes of content. Obviously, we dominate in military. Constantinople has a good stockpile economically right away, so pretty hard to beat them. Technologically, which has to do with researching and 10 points for the exploration of the map, didn't do too great. Marcianopolis even beat me. Feeble Marcianopolis. But I got the crown. Society obviously does with castles and wonders. Only I believe I've constructed 2. And final score, Constantinople still 1, but big deal. Units killed, 180. That's a lot. Philippopolis did a pretty good job. I'm not going to lie. Units lost, 97. Good luck, Philippopolis. Largest armies, Constantinople is 58. That has to do mainly with their navy, I believe. But just stay away from them. Just stay away from them. That's my light cavalry raid right there. Units converted, that's another good way to maximize your militaristic goals with not being able to, or you can use gold, but I don't like using it. I'm pretty frugal. And gold received in tribute. That's how you win this one. Focus on the tribute. You can still take out the docks that Philippopolis has, which are plentiful. But I prefer going for the 2 town centers. That's just the quickest route to take. Technology stats. Research, not too high. Obviously, that deals with gold, so stay away from that. Relic gold is another key thing to use. Obviously, you got that other gold mine you can go ahead and use, but I didn't know they had a wonder. Sometimes I will just show Marco Polo, like, just to check out the map, see what everything looks like. I didn't realize they had a wonder. And obviously, Philippopolis won that war at the end. Too bad. Marcianopolis are the Goths, and they build walls. Black magic, not allowed to happen. You're the Goths, and you're not supposed to build walls. I don't like that. I don't really remember that battle back then, but shouldn't there be another one right here? Whatever. I think that deals with units being killed. So, anyways, thanks for watching this part. Part 5 to the wall of Constantinople. I believe this is part 17. And the next part, we'll be getting to the barbarian Bethethral. I believe I said that right, which is a pretty interesting scenario. And once again, we get to have our own allies and some people that will help us out, which doesn't really make sense since we're the Huns and we don't compromise. But nonetheless, it is of assistance. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next part in the 4th scenario.